Welcome to Bike Lab Reviews, where we break down the latest and greatest motorcycles on the road. In this episode, we take a closer look at the 2025 Harley-Davidson Street Bob, a bike that captures the raw spirit of American V-twin performance while adding subtle refinements for the modern rider. Stripped down, blacked out, and proudly minimalist, the Street Bob continues to be one of Harley's most authentic cruisers. Let's dig into what's new and what's timeless about the 2025 edition. Classic styling. The 2025 Street Bob doesn't stray far from its roots. It's still lean, low, and built to make a statement. The bobber silhouette remains intact, with chopped fenders, a solo seat, and a mini-ape handlebar that encourages a fists-up riding posture. The overall design stays loyal to the custom-inspired look that made the Street Bob popular in the first place. For 2025, Harley-Davidson introduces new color options including gunship gray, redline red, and a stealthy industrial black. Subtle badging updates add a fresh edge without overwhelming the clean lines. The finish remains matte and menacing, with blacked-out engine components, wheels, and exhaust to complete the stripped-down vibe. Milwaukee-Eight 114 powerhouse. The Street Bob continues to run the potent Milwaukee-Eight 114 V-twin, displacing 1,868 cubic centimeters and delivering the kind of torque that defines the Harley experience. This engine remains a highlight, smooth at cruising speeds but with enough muscle to leap forward with a twist of the wrist. In 2025, Harley has refined throttle mapping slightly for a more responsive low-end punch, ideal for city launches and mid-range Rollo NS. Horsepower remains in the neighborhood of 95 horsepower, but torque, clocking in at around 119 pound-foot, steals the show. The exhaust note is unmistakably Harley, deep, throaty, and unapologetically loud. It's an engine that feels alive, and one that rewards aggressive riding without feeling overwhelming for those new to the big twin experience. Chassis and ride dynamics. The 2025 Street Bob rides on the Softail platform, which continues to offer a good balance between old-school looks and modern performance. The hidden monoshock rear suspension helps maintain the hardtail illusion while delivering a more refined ride. Suspension travel remains modest, but the setup does a solid job of absorbing bumps and keeping the rear planted in corners. Up front, the 49mm forks provide confident feedback, and the overall geometry gives the Street Bob surprising agility in urban environments. While it's not a canyon carver by nature, the Street Bob feels nimble enough for twisty backroads and planted enough for highway blasts. With a weight of just over 650 pounds in running order, it's one of the lighter Softail variants, giving it an edge in daily rideability. Ergonomics and riding position. The 2025 model preserves the relaxed yet assertive riding stance that has always been central to the Street Bob's appeal. The mid-mount foot controls strike a balance between control and comfort, while the mini-ape handlebars create a distinctive look and open-chested riding position. This combo works well for riders of average to tall heights, though shorter riders might want to consider bar risers or seat modifications for optimal reach. The solo seat is firm but supportive, designed more for shorter urban rides than long-haul comfort. That said, Harley offers a wide range of accessories including passenger pillions, upgraded saddles, and backrests for riders who want to extend their range without sacrificing style. Technology features. True to its minimalist roots, the Street Bob doesn't overload you with tech. Instead, it delivers a focused riding experience with just enough features to keep things modern. The digital gauge is integrated into the riser clamp, displaying speed, gear, fuel level, and trip info. It's compact, unobtrusive, and functional. The 2025 model gains updated LED lighting, including a brighter headlamp and more visible rear signals. ABS comes standard, and traction control is now optionally available, an addition that brings some extra peace of mind without interfering with the ride's raw feel. There's no infotainment system, touchscreen, or ride modes here. The Street Bob is about connection to the road, not distractions. That purity is part of its charm. It invites riders to focus on the fundamentals: throttle, brake, lean, and grin. Customization potential. One of the Street Bob's greatest strengths continues to be its blank canvas appeal. It's arguably the most mod-friendly bike in Harley's lineup. Whether it's a high-bar setup, a custom exhaust, stillbag mounts, or a performance tuner, nearly every part of the Street Bob can be personalized. Harley-Davidson's accessory catalog for the 2025 model year is more extensive than ever, including performance upgrades, comfort add-ons, and cosmetic tweaks. For riders who want to express their individuality, the Street Bob remains the perfect starting point. Fuel economy. With its large displacement engine, the Street Bob is more about soul than savings, but it still returns respectable mileage for a cruiser of its size, averaging around 45 miles per gallon. The 3.5-gallon tank provides a decent range for weekend rides or city commutes. Maintenance remains straightforward, with regular service intervals and a robust dealer network to support riders. The Milwaukee-Eight engine has proven itself reliable and low maintenance, particularly compared to older generation Harley motors. Pricing and competition. The 2025 Street Bob starts at approximately $16,999, positioning it as one of the more affordable entries into Harley's big twin world. For riders who want classic Harley power, style, and heritage without moving into touring bike territory, the Street Bob delivers exceptional value. Competitors like the Indian Chief Dark Horse and Triumph Bonneville Bobber offer their own takes on the stripped-down cruiser, but the Street Bob maintains a loyal following thanks to its unmistakable character and unmatched customization ecosystem. The soul of Harley lives on. The 2025 Harley-Davidson Street Bob stays true to its roots, raw, simple, and undeniably cool. It's a cruiser built for purists, for those who want their ride to feel connected, mechanical, and full of attitude. Harley's lightest big twin is still a joy to ride in the city, a blast on open roads and an icon in any parking lot. While the updates for 2025 are subtle, they are meaningful. Sharper throttle response, improved lighting, and a few tech options bring the bike in line with rider expectations without diluting its core appeal. This is still a machine you ride because of how it feels, not because of what's on the spec sheet. Whether you're new to the Harley world or a longtime fan looking for a simpler, purer expression of the brand's DNA, the Street Bob is one of the best ways to experience Milwaukee muscle in its most authentic form. Bike Lab Reviews. That wraps up our look at the 2025 Harley-Davidson Street Bob here on Bike Lab Reviews. If you're into real-world motorcycle reviews and breakdowns with no fluff, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and leave a comment with your thoughts on this latest Softail. Until next time, ride safe, ride loud, and we'll see you in the next episode.